All right, welcome to Cowboys Versus Ninjas. Get ready, because today we're diving into the world of William Shakespeare, but not the one you learned about in school.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
We're talking secret identities, spies in the time of Queen Elizabeth, and a whole lot of ninja action.
Sign me up.
And to help us break down this wild tale, we've got Julia with us. She knows her history, and rumor has it, she's got a bit of a ninja obsession herself.
Okay, you caught me. I may have a thing for ninjas, but can you blame me? They're awesome.
Absolutely not. And that's why we're talking about the Ink-Stained Dagger, this story that imagines Shakespeare living a double life as the Shadow Quill playwright by day, deadly shinobi by night.
The ultimate double life, right?
Right. So, the story takes place in Elizabethan England. Picture the Globe Theatre, crowds everywhere, and underneath it all, this sense of danger and secrets. Was Elizabethan England really that intense?
It really was a wild time. Queen Elizabeth had enemies everywhere, religious conflicts, people plotting to overthrow her, even the threat of invasion. So yeah, this idea of hidden dangers, pretty accurate, actually.
Wow. So Shakespeare's walking into a real powder keg. And on top of all that, the story says he was trained as a ninja by a mysterious Japanese castaway. Hold on, ninja skills. What kind of training would a shinobi from back then have gone through?
Okay, so ninja training. Brutal. We're talking years of intense, hardcore training. Stealth, swordsmanship, spying. They learned it all. They even studied some pretty mystical stuff, too.
Mystical stuff, like what?
Think like manipulating energy, using the elements to their advantage. It's pretty wild.
I bet. So how would those skills play out in London?
Imagine this. Disappearing into crowds, eavesdropping on secret conversations, taking out threats without anyone even noticing. Perfect for a city like London, right?
Definitely. Okay, so back to the story. The ink-stained dagger throws Shakespeare right into the middle of a plot against Queen Elizabeth, the mastermind. The Earl of Essex, a guy with some serious ambition.
Ambition and a bad attitude.
So how does Shakespeare, the playwright and ninja, get mixed up in all of this?
Well, the story suggests that being a playwright actually gave him an edge. Think about it. Playwrights are masters of observing people, figuring out their motivations, picking up on little details. Maybe those skills tipped Shakespeare off that something was brewing with Essex.
That's a really cool connection. Okay, so things come to a head at a big feast hosted by the Queen. There's a poisoned cup, the room's full of nobles, and suddenly, Shakespeare uses his theatrical skills to expose the whole plot.
Talk about a dramatic entrance.
It's a pretty wild scene, but could that really happen? Could Shakespeare have used his public image to cover up something so daring?
It's definitely a bold move, but remember, Shakespeare was known for his quick wit and improvisation. On stage, he was a master of illusions and misdirection. So, using those same skills to uncover a real-life threat and making it look like a performance, it's not totally impossible.
I guess when you're that good at acting, anything's possible. But the story doesn't end there. Even after Essex is exposed, Queen Elizabeth is still suspicious of Shakespeare. Was she really that paranoid?
Queen Elizabeth. She was a brilliant ruler, but yeah, she was known for being cautious, maybe even a little paranoid. I mean, people tried to kill her all the time, so I get it.
That makes sense. So, what would happen if she suspected you of treason?
Let's just say it wasn't a good situation. Prison, torture, even execution, those were all on the table. Treason was serious business.
No kidding. The story ends with Shakespeare living this double life, always looking over his shoulder. It makes you wonder if there have been other people throughout history, hiding in plain sight, pulling the strings from the shadows.
Right. History is full of mysteries. We'll probably never know how many people might have been using their public lives to hide their true intentions. It's a mind-blowing idea.
And that wraps up this episode of Cowboys Versus Ninjas. Remember, history can be pretty crazy, and sometimes the most unbelievable stories are the ones we least expect.
Truth is often stranger than fiction.
If you enjoyed this wild ride, make sure to rate and follow us for more adventures in the world of cowboys and ninjas. We'll see you next time.